Welcome, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll wait for y'all to call right here. I'll give y'all a few minutes to get in here. Oh, first drink of the day. It's been a minute. No, it's been a while. Gotta be careful. There's so much sand on this table when I moved, and there's a bunch of sand on my hand. I don't want to get in my drink by mistake. If you get sand into any of your drink or any of your food, it's instant diarrhea. So be careful with that. Beautiful day today. It's like the middle of their carnival season. Um, Carnival started a couple days ago, I think. Started a couple days ago, and then it's gonna finish technically in the middle of this week. Some places it'll go into the weekend kind of thing. So it's basically about a week and change. I haven't gone to any parades or anything like that. I've been busy, been part of another stuff, but I'm gonna see if I can catch one of the parades or block parties before it's over. It's Sunday, so it's typically busy anyway if it's nice. You know, it's not necessarily extra steam because it's carnival. There's a lot of people today, you know. For my drinks here. It's kind of late. It's 4:30. I mean, it doesn't get dark until like, let's say about like 7 o'clock or so. But I got to the beach probably like at 3, after 3. I went to the little ice cream store. This stupid bitch. Oh my god. So I get the ice cream, I charge it. And when you're not from here, most of the machines will go to a little menu because you have international cards. So the little stupid girl is holding on to the machine because the menu pops up, and then before I get a chance to make a choice, she presses it. Now, luckily, this dummy pressed the Brazil option instead of the U.S. option. But the way she was acting, the way she did it, it looked like this dumb bitch did it because she might have thought I was gonna save money or cancel the transaction if I pressed the other one. Which is hilarious because the way I save money is shooting the Brazilian option. So I thought that was, that was pretty stupid on her part. But, it worked out for me at the end of the day. I have Revolut, they don't charge fees on transactions like that, which is good. Whereas when I use normal cards, I usually get charged quite a bit. So it was nice to save on fees because I'm always paying fees here and there, whatever. Anna Clara 227 says it's a beautiful day outside. Yeah, it's very nice today. It was raining the last couple of days. Look, nice and sunny today. It's been it's been raining a lot. It's been cloudy. The weather just not been great, but it's nice today. Remember, you never been here before, like and subscribe. If you've been here before, like and drop a comment. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Appreciate y'all. It doesn't update, so I'm never sure how many people are actually in here. But whoever is in here, I do appreciate you. But yeah, as you can see, another day in Sao Paulo. Another day. Weather's nice today though. It was raining yesterday, day before, kind of in outside, but it's Carnival weekend. A lot of people have off. Brazil has so many holidays we never heard of, and it's like People are gonna take the holidays because they don't get paid anyway. So they're like, I'll just take the day off. It's not gonna get paid. It's pretty funny. Yeah, but they have a lot of holidays you never heard of and stuff that they celebrate, like Carnival, for example, which is going on right now. So yeah, guys, today, I'll talk about the Carnival. I will talk about my Knicks. They closed out the break strong finally, even though they lost to the bum ass Pacers. They should never lost that. I know I haven't been on here for a couple of weeks. Um, talk about the All Star weekend or lack thereof. What the fuck is going on with the All Star weekend? I'm not even gonna watch the game tonight. I didn't watch the dunk contest. I saw the highlights of the 3-point shooting and the other shooting stars. I remember they used to have some other like skill event when they used to pass and like some type of event, something like that. They took it out. They just did the shooting stars. Of course, New York won that. But the 3-point shooting contest has become more entertaining than the dunk contest, which is insanity. Caleb Valadares says hi. Caleb, what's going on? How you doing? Glad you could join. All Star, I mean, they just refuse. The stars refuse to do it, and there's no good reason for them not to do it. I hate hearing the money talk. It's not about the money. They just don't want to do it. They rather go stream. They rather go play games. They rather be on IG, whatever. Like, has nothing to do with the paper. People been paid. People were paid then. They paid. They're paid now. It's not about the bread. I mean, I was paid then. I'm paid now. I mean, so I don't understand why everybody tries to make it like, oh, they're not paying them. What do you mean they're not paying them? They've been paid, and it's not like I don't know. I can't even say hockey or something like that. It's not a sport where people get underpaid. In fact, it's a sport where many people get overpaid. So I don't want to hear about the they didn't have enough or they're making too much. They don't care. And eventually we're gonna spin back around to people who care, but we just haven't gotten there yet. The only thing they care about is shooting. The only thing they care about is to prove that they're shooting. I saw Bobby Portis in a 3-point shooting contest. What the fuck is Bobby Portis and Jamal Murray doing in a shooting contest? Are you fucking crazy? This is insane. Michael Jordan did a shooting contest once, and it was only once. You understand what I'm saying? He realized, like, what? I'm the greatest in the game, but I'm not the greatest shooter in the game. So I'll do my one, and I'll set off the rest. You understand what I'm saying? D Wade, LeBron first. D Wade, Anthony Edwards, John Morant, Zion. Like, these dudes are supposed to be taking over the game. They're supposed to be in the dunk contest their rookie year. They never do it. Even freaking Ace Bailey could have did it. All they want to do is shoot jump shots and try to copy KD. Like, it don't make no sense. Shit is whack. It's sad. It's super sad. You know what I mean? Zubair Mallah says hi. Zubair Mallah, how you doing? Nice to see you. Glad you could join us. Remember, if you're new, remember to like and subscribe. If you've been here before, remember to like and drop a message. I appreciate everybody here. I'm in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Drinking one of their famous drinks. It's called a caipirinha. It's pronounced differently, but the way we would say it is a caipirinha. You know what I mean? I'm sorry for the views, folks. It's the beach, but it's not exactly. It could look nicer. You know what I mean? Yo, these people over here have a baby sleeping on the floor in the beach. Like, to me, that's just crazy. especially a little child that young, everybody walking around, kicking around sand. I don't know why they would have a baby sleep on the floor like that, like kicking sand in their face. Like, it's crazy. If I had a kid would not like, bro, my kid would never be laying in the sand like that. Everybody keep kicking up sand, kicking up dirt. That's fucking insane. That is insane. You know? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm tripping. No, I'm not tripping. These people are bugged out, to say the least. I ordered a pastel earlier. They didn't have. They ran out of beef. I had to get a chicken one. I had got a beef and cheese, but they ran out of beef, so I got a chicken and cheese. Chicken and cheese wasn't bad though. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't bad. Didn't mind it at all. But the way they make the chicken, it's like it's always dried out. It's never like juicy for whatever reason. It was alright. It was decent. You know, I just want to eat something before I drink like one of these drinks because these caparinas are so strong. Depending on who makes them, you could drink a full one. You could drink a half one, and it could demolish you. Like, you know what I mean? So these drinks are very strong, depending on who makes them. So I wanted to eat something before it upset my stomach. And then when I looked at the menu, the price is actually right. I like the price. 25, 15 to 25 is like the right price. Once it gets to 30 or more, then you're like starting to get taxed. But 15 to 25 is the correct price for one of these drinks. That's how much you should be paying for these drinks, for sure. Somebody in front of me smoking hookah, other people be smoking cigarettes. But again, I apologize for the view, folks. There's shorties here, but this isn't the shorty beach, unfortunately. You know, the original plan that was I was gonna be in the Northeast, especially during this time. But you know, other things happened and plans had it, so I didn't get a chance to make it up there. So, you know, there's always next year, there's always next time, but you know, this event that's going on behind the scenes, when it's resolved, it's gonna be beautiful when it's all said and done. You know, the saying goes, good things go to those who wait. You know, it's behind the scenes, and I wish I could tell you guys about it, but you know, it was bad, but at the end, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be beautiful, and I'm happy that you know we're gonna have such a great result because of it. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys, everybody joining, I do appreciate y'all. Remember, if you're new, like and subscribe. If you've been here before and you're subscribed, like and drop a message. I appreciate y'all for being here. Anybody watching All Star Weekend in here? Like I was saying before, the 3-point contest has become more entertaining than the dunk contest. There's so many dunks they never tried before, but it's not just that. It's that these end of the rotation G League dudes are the ones doing the dunk contest. Not even like starters do the dunk contest anymore. Not even somebody like Serge Ibaka, who like he's not really a star, but at least people that watch basketball know who that is. It's all end of the bench, out of the rotation D League players. It's out of control. One of the kids from the Magic, he almost killed himself. He caught the lob from the side of the backboard. He almost broke his shit. Luckily, he was okay. You know, but long gone are the days of Blake Griffin or even Zach LaVine is not a multiple time. He's not a multiple time All Star. I don't even know if he made an All Star game. But he's a player that you would know if you watch, and based off his play style, it would make sense he's in the dunk contest. Same thing with Aaron Gordon. I don't think Aaron Gordon ever made an All-Star team, but in terms of the explosiveness, the dunk package, and all that, it makes sense. And those two had one of the most entertaining dunk contests ever. Even DeRozan, who's a multiple time All Star, it made sense. You know what I mean? Because he's known as a great dunker, finisher. You understand what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, we don't have that in the league anymore. Again, Ant-Man, John Morant, Zion, the list goes on and on. Like, you just don't see these guys in the contest anymore for whatever reason. And it's sad. Did she break that chair? Yeah, I think that big girl just broke that chair. No funny shit. This is the big girl beach, bro. Holy crap. God forgive me. It's Sunday. God give me strength. God forgive me. Again, folks, we are in the lovely Brazil. The people behind me, they're cooking up a storm. It's one of those, carts that sell the drinks and sell the food. You know what I mean? They sat me right here, so I ended up sitting here. It's crowded today. I was hoping to find somebody selling a belt, but I don't think they sell belts on the beach. They sell a lot on the beach. This guy here, he's selling speakers. They sell clothes, they sell towels, they sell shorts. I really need a belt though, so I need a clothing store. I gotta get a belt. So everybody that's here, I do appreciate you for being here. Appreciate everybody for joining. Remember, if you're new, remember to like and subscribe. If you've been here before, be sure to like and write and comment. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody for joining. They changed up the All-Star format so many times. To me, when it's East versus West, you're supposed to really play hard. But when they had Giannis and LeBron, or Giannis and KD, or LeBron and KD picking teams, that was also tough. It was still a good game. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what the fuck happened to that. I remember there was one year, I think Kyle Lowry made the All-Star game, and he started getting pissed because it looked like he was going to get picked last. And I'm like, yo, Kyle Lowry has no self-awareness. Who does Kyle Lowry think he's going to get picked ahead of? The same thing happened to Jokic, and then they asked him on the stage, and Jokic was like, shit, if I was picking, I wouldn't pick me. I'd pick me last. Jokic is funny. He has a good sense of humor. But I'm just like, yo, Kyle Lowry, who do you think you're better than? Like, are you bugging? Like, yo, this is crazy. Kyle Lowry really thought he was gonna get picked over James Harden, or I don't even know who was All Stars at the time. James, Russell Westbrook. Like, are you kidding? Like are you crazy? Like, bro, this guy's on crack. Anthony Davis, this guy's on drugs. Anyway, man, the All Star game has it's fallen off significantly. I even used to watch the celebrity game because the celebrity game is gonna be wide. It's gonna be football players that played basketball in high school, and then a bunch of celebrities that can't play ball at all. So, there's always like an interesting storyline where like one of the football players, they might be able to dunk, or I remember T.O. was there for like a few years, and he would always think he was super nice at ball, and he would try to drop his little like 10 points or some shit. Like, but the celebrity game is typically whack. Then the Rising Stars. Rising Stars is usually decent, and it's had moments. To be honest, recently it's had more moments than the All-Star game. It's crazy. Who remembers when Kyrie Irving destroyed Brandon Knight? Brandon Knight got decimated on the court multiple times. And it's so insane. Brandon Knight is like a top 5, top 10 recruit at the time anyway. And he was still a pretty good player, pretty good point guard. I don't know if he got drafted the same year as Kyrie, but it was around that time. It must have been the same year, or the year after, a year before, whatever. It was in that time frame. And Kyrie just destroyed him. Kyrie went to Duke, Brandon Knight. He went to Kentucky with Kentucky with John Calipari. They would get these insane recruiting classes. They would get like 4 or 5 top 10, top 20 recruits. You know, but John Calipari was a terrible fucking coach because they only won one chip. Yet they would have all this NBA talent. One year they had Eric Bledsoe, John Wall, Marcus Cousins. I can't even remember who else. Another year they have Anthony Davis, Karl Towns. They got this one, they got that one. Like all these super talented teams, I only got one chip to show for it. Fucking crazy. Don't know how to fucking coach talent. They're just paying these players before they get to the league. But now with the what is it called? Well, they're paying college players now, so you see players playing in bumble fucking random schools because these random schools will give up their whole budget for a superstar college player anyway. Game's not the same anymore. I'm pretty sure Calipari is still coaching. I think at UMass or something like that. UMass ain't going to no tournament. He been an overrated coach. He been overrated as fuck. He's just a dirty recruiter that pays people under the table. There's nothing about his coaching style or preparation that is better than the next one. Nothing. It never was. But that's neither here nor there. All-Star weekend, it's destroyed, and players become apathetic, and they follow the lead of people that they think is bigger than them. So if Brown is not giving a fuck, nobody gives a fuck, bro. That's how it goes. Even if they give a fuck, they're like, you know what? We got playoffs. We're gonna think about other shit. We're gonna do that instead. That's how it goes. It's effed up, but it's facts. You know what I mean? You know? But what I would say is that when Mike played, nobody gave a fuck just because Mike was playing. They just gave a fuck. They just gave more of a fuck back then.
Você vai cair, tá bom. É que tá quebrado, peraí. Não, você vai cair, mas está bacana.
Oh, she gonna switch the chair for me. Or
Peraí.
she switching the chair.
Olha você tá nessa aqui, de fato.
Ela
tá quebrada.
Obrigado.
Peraí que eu vou limpar.
Yeah, I'm sinking in the chair. É. Muito obrigado. Muito obrigado. So the chair I was in was broken. I didn't even notice that. The lady was like, yo, that chair is gonna break, you're probably gonna get hurt. So she switched the chair and cleaned it for me. Very nice. Very nice lady. Excuse me. If I had cash, I'd probably tip her because that was really nice of her. Because I was wondering why I was sinking. I keep trying to adjust myself, and I'm like, I'm not leaning in the chair crazy. So I'm like, why does the chair keep sinking? And it's because the chair was broken. I didn't realize that. Like it could have broken, like cut into my back or something like that. It'd been crazy. But luckily, she looked out. So I appreciate that lady for that. You know, that's really nice of her. I do appreciate that a lot. But yeah, it is Carnival week. It's not a weekend because it's Basically, like Ash Wednesday is this Wednesday, so it officially goes into this Ash Wednesday. And then some places it goes past that, and other places it ends on Ash Wednesday, so it just depends. Excuse me, folks. Enjoying this drink. They chop up real strawberries, so sometimes you gotta eat a little bit, you know what I mean? But yeah, so until Wednesday, there's gonna be tons of events throughout the country. Yeah. There goes some young ladies there. But yeah, this beach, you know, it's not just swarms of like young ladies, you know what I mean? It's people that live here. People don't necessarily, and the people that live here don't really take care of themselves like other parts of the country, I guess, or other cities, you know. So it is what it is. See what I'm saying? This girl right here, she's smoking hookah. She put a whole like, she had a whole mini incinerator in front of this little kid sleeping on the floor. Look at the little kid on the floor. Are you kidding me? That's crazy, bro. I'm not gonna have no little child just laying down like that in the ground. You know what I mean? Insanity, bro.
Amiga.
But yeah, I'm glad they gave me this little spot. It's a nice little comfortable spot. I think I'm gonna get fries because I know I'm not gonna order food later. There's a little corner store. It's like a mini shop on the way back to the area or to the on the way to the crib. So I'll probably get some little snacky snacks in there. And then the fake supermarket that's like across the street from where I'm staying. It had grapes one day, it don't have grapes the next day. It's crazy. But there's a supermarket like up the road to the left. It's like a 15-minute walk, about a 15-minute walk. But I'm not gonna drive. I'm not gonna walk there. I'm gonna get a ride there. About probably like a 5-minute ride, right? So that's is it. We're almost at the half-hour mark. You know, y'all aren't chatting, so I'm probably gonna close it out at the half-hour mark and go about my day. But I do appreciate everybody that pulled up. You know, if I'm at an event or something, I'm sure you got some exciting. You know, this chair is a lot better. I didn't realize that that other chair was so fucked up. I mean, I did because I'm like, why does it keep sinking? But you know, super fucked up. You know, yeah, people here do not do shit by themselves. Sure, they have some pigs, but yeah, it's not enough of that. You know what I mean? I would say not quite. You know what I mean? Appreciate everybody that pulled up. Appreciate all y'all. Well, folks, I may be in here later, maybe, maybe not. It's already 5 out here. Maybe I'll find an event, maybe I'll find something else to talk about. We'll see. Until then, folks.